Good morning, students. Welcome to our English class. This is your second year English class. Today I have started non-detailed in the last previous few classes. I have completed 2 chapters. This is our third chapter. So I'm narrating the story of the adventures of Tom Sawyer. You know the story, you have been listening, and I have continued this in the last Zoom classes also. So 2 chapters completely I have completed. Then this is a third chapter. Please follow in your textbooks. Many of you have textbooks now. Please see page number 105. I'll read out the story and I'll explain you. The chapter 3 is the graveyard. You know the boys, Tom and his friend came to the graveyard to meet the ghosts. They believe that if they come along with a dead cat, when they call the ghost will come, they have believed. So they came to the graveyard and their conversation is like this. Ghosts, said Huck. I can see ghosts. They're coming over here. I'm really scared. Can ghosts see us? Asked Tom. Ghosts can see everything, answered Huck. Oh, why did I come here? Don't be afraid. We must be very quiet, said Tom. So Tom is talking to Huck that can we see the ghosts? The Huck answered, ghosts can see everything. Ghosts can see us. We can see the ghosts and the ghosts can see us. Oh, why did I come here? Don't be afraid. We must be very quiet, said Tom. So they came to see the ghost. When he is talking, the Huck has been telling that don't be afraid, please, and we have to wait for the horse. And Tom said we to Huck to be quiet and until the ghost has come. So the 3 ghosts moved quietly in the graveyard. They came close to Tom and Huck. Tom whispered, Huck, they're not ghosts, they're humans. So 3 ghosts are quietly walking and coming in the graveyard. When they came close to Tom and Huck, Tom whispered to Huck, they're not ghosts, they're humans. He observed very carefully because he is very eager to see the ghosts, how they appear and how they look like. How can I speak to ghosts and all these things, all these feelings are there in him. So when they came close to them, he observed that they're not the ghosts, but they are human beings. One of them is Muff Potter. You are right. And there is Injun Joe and Dr. Robinson. And immediately they observed that the 3 men are, one is Muff Potter, and the other one is Injun Joe, and the third one is Dr. Robinson. You please note down these names, students, because when these names are repeated in the story, you have to understand that who are these people and all. But why are you there? Said Tom. So Tom is telling the Huck is going to very close to those people. If they observe these 2 children here, so something might happen. So he's afraid and he's asking him to go away and we have to hide from them, he's telling. They're grave robbers. They want to rob a grave. The doctor wants a dead body, said Huck. Huck now immediately noticed that why they came here. He said they are the grave robbers. They want to rob the grave of it because one of them is a doctor. Doctors need the dead bodies because they have to dissect those bodies and they have to identify the different parts in the body and all. So one of them is a doctor. The doctor wants a dead body, said Huck. But why? Asked Tom. Tom doesn't know. Why doctors need dead bodies? He cuts bodies and studies them. My father told me about Dr. Robinson, said Huck. Dr. Robinson has the habit of robbing the graveyard and the dead bodies. He comes to the graveyard and he robbed the bodies. Huck's father told Huck, this is the hobby for him to this Dr. Robinson. So he guessed everything. The 3 men were at Hoss Williams' grave. Injun Joe and Muff Potter started digging. So they came to the grave of Hoss Williams. He died last week. So Injun Joe and Muff Potter started digging the grave. Soon the grave was open. They found the dead body and pulled it out of the ground. So when they saw the dead body in that grave, and they pulled out the dead body. Well, doctor, do you want us to take the body to your house? Said Muff. So Muff is asking the Dr. Robinson, shall we bring this body to your house? You must give us $5. So for that, bringing the dead body to their house, he's asking for the bribe extra $5. What? Said Dr. Robinson angrily. I paid you this morning. I'm not giving you more money. So again, first they came to the decision how much money they have to give for the dead body and all. There is a settlement is over between Injun Joe, Muff Potter and Dr. Robinson. Again, when the Muff Potter is asking for more money, $5 more, Robinson became angry and he told that I have decided already how much money I have to take. You have to, I have to give you, so I have already give you that money. Why shall I give you $5 more for you? He's asking. I want more money, doctor, said Injinjo. Injinjo also united with the Muff Potter and he's also asking for the extra money. 5 years ago, I came to your father's house. I asked you for something to eat. You gave me nothing. I still remember that. Now you must give me more money. Injinjo took the doctor's arm and doctor hit him. So when Dr. Robinson said that I don't give you more money, Injinjo got angry and he went back in his memories and he is telling that when I came to your house 5 years back, I asked something to eat, but your father did not give me. That is also there in my mind. And he is warning them like anything. Injinjo took the doctor's arm and the doctor hit him. Injinjo fell to the ground. Don't hit my friend, cried Muff Potter. So when doctor got angry over him, he started beating. So there is a fight between Injinjo and Robinson and Dr. Robinson. So Injinjo fell to the ground and Muff Potter is asking, don't hit my friend. Why are you beating my friend? He is asking. Muff and Dr. Robinson started fighting. Everything happened very quickly. Dr. Robinson hit Muff Potter on the head and Muff Potter fell to the ground. Injinjo took Muff's knife. So when Robinson hit him on the head, so Muff Potter fell to the ground. He became unconscious and he fell on the ground. When he fell on the ground, Injinjo took the Muff Potter's knife. Muff Potter has a knife with him. They went to the graveyard with all the instruments to kill the others. So he has a knife. Injinjo has taken the knife. He saw Muff on the ground and he killed Dr. Robinson with a knife. Immediately, Injinjo took the knife of a Muff Potter and he killed Dr. Robinson. For that, $5 extra money. The doctor fell on the top of Muff and covered him with blood. So already Muff Potter hit the ground and he fell on the ground. So when Dr. Robinson, there is a fight between Robinson and Muff Potter, and then when doctor killed by Muff Potter, Injinjo, he went and fell over the Muff Potter, and the blood which is bleeding from the body of a Dr. Robinson is on the Muff Potter's body, because Muff Potter's body is there on the ground. Above him, he fell down. Dr. Robinson fell down. Dr. Robinson hit Muff Potter on the head. He fell to the ground. Injinjo took Muff Potter's knife. He saw Muff on the ground and he killed Dr. Robinson with the knife. Doctor fell on top of Muff and covered him with blood. Injinjo looked at the two men on the ground. The two men on the ground. So who are these two men? First on the bottom, Muff Potter, and above him, Dr. Robinson. Dr. Robinson was died already, but Muff Potter is only unconscious. He did not die. He is only unconscious. First, he robbed the dead doctor. Injinjo robbed the dead doctor. We don't know what he has taken from the dead doctor. Money, some rings or some gold ornaments or whatever it may be. He robbed him, and then he put the bloody knife into Muff's right hand. A few minutes passed and Muff moved a little and opened his eyes. Injun Joe killed Dr. Robinson with the knife of Muff Potter. And what he did, you see, students, here you have to observe. He kept the knife he used in the hands of Muff Potter and he left the place and went somewhere else. A few minutes passed. Muff moved a little and opened his eyes. Muff was not dead. He is unconscious. He opened his eyes and he saw the scene. He pushed the doctor's body away. He looked at the knife in his hand. What happened, Joe? He asked slowly. Injun Joe said, something very bad, Muff. Why did you kill him? I did not kill him, said Muff. See, when he saw slowly Injun Joe is standing there, he called Injun Joe and he asked him, what, Injun Joe, what happened? Who killed this doctor? He's asking. He said, you only killed the doctor with your knife. Muff was shocked. I killed the doctor? When did I kill? I did not kill him. What happened, Joe? He asked slowly. Something very bad, Muff. Why did you kill him? So he's asking Muff Potter, why did you kill the doctor? He said, I did not kill him, said Muff. He was very confused. I drank too much whiskey last night. I don't remember anything. Tell me, Joe, what happened? He remembered only one thing, that is, he did not kill the doctor. And he thought when Injun Joe is telling that you only killed the doctor, he is explaining him that I did not kill him. When did I kill him? I did not kill him. So, and again he thought that I have taken a lot of whiskey last night. So that in that drowsiness, I might kill the doctor, but I did not know. I drank too much whiskey last night. I don't remember anything. Tell me, Joe, what happened? You fought with the doctor. You hit him. He hit you onto the head and you fell to the ground. Then you got up, took your knife and killed him, said Injun Joe. Yeah, when you are fighting with the doctor, you have taken your knife from your pocket and you killed the doctor. So this is the thing happened. You did not remember because you are very drowsy with your whiskey, he told. I don't understand, Joe. I never fought with a knife. I did not want to kill Dr. Robinson. So I did not understand what you are asking, what you are telling. So I never fought with a knife. I did not remember. When did I fought with a knife? No, I did not remember anything. I did not want to kill Dr. Robinson. He was young and he had future. Why I killed doctor? He's a young doctor. He's a good person and he's very young and he has a very good future. Why I kill him? Whoa, this is terrible. It was the whiskey, cried Muff. So Muff said, and he was confused and he said, oh, the whiskey I drank made me like this. So I might have killed him. He got that. Joe, don't tell anyone, please. Please don't tell anyone. I might kill him in the drowsiness of my whiskey. I might kill him. Please don't tell anyone because this will bring me so many problems. He requested Injun Joe. But really, who killed the doctor? Injun Joe is a cruel man, bad man, stupid man. He killed the doctor. But he threw away all the problem, all the thing and all the blames to Muff Potter, and he told Muff Potter that you killed the doctor. Such an dishonest man, this Injun Joe is. I won't tell anyone, Muff, but you must leave this graveyard quickly. Go, said Injun Joe. Thank you, Joe, said Muff. So Joe, with a lot of love, he is acting on Muff Potter and he told Muff Potter, go, don't tell anyone, you go away from here. You don't tell anyone, he advised him. You are a friend. Muff Potter ran away and Injun Joe watched him. Muff Potter is ran away from there and Injun Joe is watching at him. Then he carefully put Muff's knife near the doctor's body and left the graveyard. With a lot of intelligent mind, he keep that Muff Potter's knife near the dead body of the doctor, and he left the graveyard. See, students, how dishonestly he behaved. He killed the doctor, and he used the knife of Muff Potter, and he simply kept that knife in the hands of Injun Joe, and he left the place and he has gone from there. Tom and Huck were terrified. It was a terrible scene. So there, who are there? Tom and Huck are there. So they were terrified. They're fearful. They became very frightened. They silently moved away from the trees. They ran out of the graveyard and back to the village. They silently, without the notice of Injun Joe, they moved from there and they went away behind the trees and they ran out of the graveyard. And they came to the village. They arrived at the old house and decided to hide there. After that, they came to an old house and they decided to hide themselves. What are we going to do? Asked Tom. We saw everything. Injun Joe killed the doctor. So Tom is asking, what to do? We have noticed it clearly. Injun Joe has killed doctor. So we have noticed this. We are the witnesses of this incident. What to do now? We saw everything. Injun Joe killed the doctor. What can we do? We can't tell anyone. So he is telling that, what can we do now? We should not tell this matter to anyone. Said Huck, Injun Joe is a dangerous. I'm afraid of him. Huck knows a lot about Injun Joe. He's not a good man. He's a bad man. If he knows that these two boys, Huck and Tom, observed the incident, definitely will come and kill these two boys. Because they became big disturbance for him and they observed who has done this murder. This murder was done by Injun Joe. They have noticed it clearly. So if he knows this matter, definitely he'll kill these two witnesses. So do you want a knife in your heart? I am afraid of Injun Joe too, said Tom. Huck is asking, do you want to have a knife in your heart? Means what? If Injun Joe comes to know about this incident, definitely he will hit you with a knife in your heart. Do you want to have this heart in your hand? Heart, he is asking. No, I don't want, said Tom. He's afraid of Injun Joe too. You are right. We can't tell anyone about Injun Joe. Yes, we are very, very afraid of him. We should not tell anyone about Injun Joe and promise not to tell anyone, said Huck. I promise, said Tom. Both are promised with one another. We should not tell anyone about this matter because he is a dangerous person. Injun Joe is a dangerous person. He is a villain in the story. And he's a murderer in the story. He murdered Dr. Robinson. If these two children, if he knows that these two children noticed this incident, definitely he'll kill these two boys. So they're afraid and they promised with one another, we should not tell anybody else about this matter. So they leave the place, and this is all about the third chapter of Adventures of Tom Sawyer. So this is all the graveyard scene. No ghost has come. No ghost here. So only 3 men has come. Who are those 3 men? Muff Potter, Injun Joe, and then Dr. Robinson. These are the graveyard robbers. They rob the dead bodies from the graves, and Dr. Robinson, he'll buy the bodies and he'll keep these bodies in his house and he'll dissect these bodies and he'll make a research of these bodies, and this is the profession of this Dr. Robinson. So with this habit, he lost his life. Dr. Robinson lost his life and he was very angry, and Injun Joe has done a murder, and Muff Potter became the victim here because Injun Joe is a very wise man and he pushed this about this murder to the Muff Potter, and he blamed Muff Potter, and he committed Muff Potter to accept that he only killed Dr. Robinson. So Injun Joe is a very bad, dishonest man, and he's a murderer here in the third chapter. And we will see in the next chapter what happened to Injun Joe and what happened to Tom and Huck, and did they reveal this matter to anybody? And how did they try to save Muff Potter from this blame and this murder case, and how they took a revenge on Injun Joe, these two boys, and all these things we will see in the next chapter, students. And bye. Have a good day. We'll meet you in the next class, students, through this Zoom app. But it's a recording class. I'm not meeting you in the class. The last two classes are very nice. In Zoom, we all met together. We nicely discussed the story with a lot of interest and with a lot of suspense of ghosts and everything else. And I have completed my class, this third chapter today. In the next class, we will meet again with the fourth chapter with a nice, interesting suspense story. That is your naughty tale story, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. Be prepared with your textbook, students. Without textbooks, we could not follow properly. Many of you have the textbooks. I have seen all those books in the Zoom app when you came to the Zoom class in the last previous two classes, three classes. So be prepared with your textbooks, notebooks, and sit with the class and write everything. Write all the names of the characters and everything I have explained you here. Please note down, because this is very, very important class, students. You have to follow this class very carefully, because this is a syllabus I have been completing, because we don't know when we meet together and when our classes are from October, I suppose. So until that time, I'll continue my syllabus through the videos and all. Have a nice day. Enjoy your class. Enjoy your time. Bye, students.